Love from my stay with the blue. Always keep money coming in. Nothing new.
Back in September, the Buccaneers dominated their first matchup against the Saints. Can New Orleans avoid the sweep? The answer comes your way next on EA Sports.
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 6'4" quarterback, the former #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 10 carries, 51 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game. They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On third down, Winston. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Brady. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Escaping the pressure right. Airing this one out for Evans. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Brady. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he'll get this up past the 20. 5 before he's out of bounds.
And the Buccaneers first down.
On first down, Brady. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Again, they'll throw with Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. Touchdown! Mike Evans with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM that always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Winston to give, it's Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Again, this is Kamara. And he'll forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. These two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. Fights loose. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
Good job.
Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back.
Ready?
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. We keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating. But his message there, keep waiting. There's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The numbers for Jones last week, 20 carries, 68 yards.
And a rushing title's definitely within.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it's Ronald Jones that polishes it off with a touchdown run. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runners give.
And Winston lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
And here's Jones again on second down. And he's brought down.
I got it. First and goal, Tampa Bay. Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones with his second touchdown here in this first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is up to 18 now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's Ronald Jones that polishes it off with a touchdown run. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Down onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possession.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Winston. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. Brady now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. These two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So they'll be looking for the win here in New Orleans to complete the season sweep. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Howard. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
On 2nd down now. It's Jones. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And this one is right through. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Winston throw complete there to Thomas. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you're doing like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Buccaneers.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Winston. Pass incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to it.
Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. Uses the stiff arm. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there on the catch and run. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Yeah, we've seen a few moments like this in the first half already from this defense. You know you're going to give up some catches, but it's what they do after the catch has really been hurting them. And it does again right there.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. And is that Gronkowski the one slow to get up? Yes. Gronk still down right now. On 2nd and 1, Brady. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back.
Personal foul.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And controlling the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Keon Cross in there on the tackle. So we are at halftime here on Crit. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it. They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now Brady. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 56 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Buccaneers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It will come out to the 25. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker.
This is my mode, baby.
And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? Looking long for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And here we go again with Tom Brady in Tampa's offense. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the 1st quarter, good 2nd quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Jones. Shoves him aside. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 77 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down. Brady gives this one off to Jones. Dances by him. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on first and second down, because that leaves them third and short, third and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Balaj. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Back now here live in New Orleans. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On third and short, going with their tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
There we go.
First and goal, Tampa Bay.
Alabama, 380. 56. Guys, it's game situation. 50.
Balaj. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Kalen Balaj, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. That catch for his career is number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. The ball comes out, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
At the 15-yard line.
Let's go.
Now Winston. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
That's how we do it,
He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
Under pressure, they got him again. Vita Vea in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he returns this to the 22. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And they hope to polish things off. And what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak.
They'll start with a give here to Balazs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Watch two.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they?